Hey, y'all. Good morning, Kiki with Hemi, or hello, whatever time of day or night it is when you watch this. I know some of y'all come through later on. It is Monday morning. I didn't even check the astrology. What is it? I think it might be Libra moon by now. I hope you guys are having a good morning so far, good day whenever you're watching this. Good week moving in here, already going into the second week of July. All right, let me get over here so I can see the comments in the chat. We're doing $8 readings. I just got a notification from myself, so I guess that's good that I'm live. Because I have not been getting all my notifications lately. Hi, Star Power Blue. Hey. Yes. It's 6 a.m. over here. So we are doing, yes, $8 readings. For anyone who doesn't know, you can send in a payment through Cash App or through PayPal. The links are in the description box. Hi, Artsy Girl Marilyn. Hey. You're up watching my videos. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying. Yes, yes. Once you send in a payment, put your comment in the chat that you paid and what your question is, and we'll get going on at 4 a.m. in California. Yeah, so still a early morning slash late night for some people over there. Look, I wasn't able to do it. I was going to come on like 2 a.m. our time over here. And nope, mama knocked out. I'm mama. Mama's me. Once baby went to sleep, I was like, okay, let me go back on live again. I couldn't do it, but here I am. Late night. You had a late night too? Yes, normally those late hours I can do them, but lately I've been tired. Yes. There's something about putting a baby to sleep that you get super tired yourself. Sorry, I'm moving the screen because I'm moving this cord. Yes, I hope your weeks are gonna go well. Mondays and Mondays. Mondays are ironic because they're days of the moon, so we really shouldn't start the week on Monday. I mentioned this before, my astrologer's opinion. We should start it on like a day that's geared towards working. Or like Tuesday. Tuesday's the day of Mars. That would be a good day to start the week. Be more energized. Hi, Hope Floats. Hey. Mondays, we naturally just want to stay in our bed, be woo woo, be around the house. It's 4 a.m. where you are. So, are y'all just up late or are you guys up early for things? Yes, I know some people be getting up super early. When I had to work corporate, I was up too early because I had to do all that commuting and stuff, but thank goodness the rebel has her own time frame. Not sleeping yet. I feel you. I feel you on that. Many a days. So glad you're on here up late, couldn't sleep. Oh, I hope you guys get some good rest and are able to sleep before you got to go and get anything done. Thank y'all for watching. But I do relate because a lot of times when I do morning readings, I haven't been to sleep. Hi, Jocelyn. Good morning. Yes, you're going to buy a reading. Thank you. If everyone could hit the like, that'd be great. I appreciate y'all. Let's see. Anyone from the other side where it's later, other side of the globe? Yes, I try to go on because sometimes when I go on, people are like, oh, you're finally on because it's a different time frame. And for them, it's later in the day. All right, I'm just shuffling this up. See, Day of the Moon, the card that I drew for the doors is, this is for everyone who likes the video or chats. The forest nymphs dance in sheer delight, singing soft songs. Find us in the wilds. Good night. So, yeah, some of you are about to knock out after this video and get your sleep. And if you have to wake up, you better get up now. All right, wake up with us if you do have to get to work because you might fall asleep and not get back up. That's funny. It said good night. Some people are going to go take some naps. after the video. I'm going to try to stay on for a bit here. Purchase to read. What does Spirit want me to know? Okay, let's get into it. Oop. all the, oh, you couldn't see it on screen. Or could you? Yes, you could. The card's trying to spill. Okay, I'll show that one since it wanted to come out too. So this is another doorway. And yes, we are still doing our doorway series. Look, I got so much I need to film for y'all. You're drinking some mugwort. You're going to knock out. You're going to have those dreams. You really will be going through the doors. Change beckons. The path is shifting. The road leads a new way. Do not be alarmed as change beckons today. So when change comes through today or something shifts, don't be alarmed. It's all right. It's going to be in your favor. New doors opening. All right, for Hope Floats, what does Spirit want Hope Float to know right now? What does Spirit want Hope Floats to know right now? Okay. Justice. Eight of Wands. Ten of Wands reversed. I'm looking all wonky. We have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Seven of Swords reversed. We also have the Page of Cups reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So if you have been dealing with any paperwork or legalities of any sort, that could be coming around for you today. I don't know why that's so close. There we go. Yeah, you could be hearing back on something that you need, and it should be going in your favor. If you've been dealing with shady people, or if for some reason you've had some kind of process with paperwork or waiting to hear back on information. Look, this could even be waiting to hear back if somebody who did you wrong got their comeuppance and their punishment for it. You could be hearing back news soon, or this is you, Spirit letting you know, look, they've been taken care of. It's like slap, slap on somebody's hand who's been messing with you. Good gracious, applying for jobs today. Okay, yes, go ahead and do that with the Queen of Pentacles. Definitely things are going in your favor. Don't avoid things with the Queen of Swords reversed. So we have the dreamy energy, all like the Piscean kind of energy is reversed. So yes, there could be wanting to go into escapism, or not. Look, oh, we're so Pisces over here. I'm Pisces, y'all, wanting to try to escape dealing with the real world. And Spirit's like, look, we got your back. We're trying to do some heavy lifting on our side. Be brave. Look at things directly. Address things immediately and directly. When a bill, something comes in, pay attention to it. Make the phone calls. Do all of that. Yes, send out the resumes, all of that kind of thing. And we'll help you. You'll get set up and you'll be protected. Yeah, try not to do too much escapism and you'll be good. But we need you to do the work in the real world too. But yes, definitely, if anyone's been messing with you, yes, Team Pisces, they're in trouble. They're in trouble. That's good. This one has been a terror towards me, sending me nasty emails. Ooh, yep. Look, your spirit crew ain't liking that. They don't thank her for that. So it's almost that energy of reversing it right back onto herself. So yes, stay cleansed up spiritually yourself and send it back. Because Spirit's like, they know that you're not wrong in this situation and they're not going to let that hit you. And so anything that you've been kind of stressed out about spiritually or just practically with finances and things, it's like kind of let that be water off the duck's back. It's going to be good. You're being looked out for. You're also going to have spiritual downloads, but you said you just drunk that mugwort, and I see all that. You can be doing some spiritual traveling, okay? Little astral traveling. Your dreams are very important at this time, and you could have more awareness with your synchronicities and your intuition and things like that. You're gonna be probably having a lot of like deja vu when it comes to like, wait a minute, see, I knew I was right. Like, it's that feeling, I knew I was right, I told y'all, and they're like, okay, okay, okay. But I just see you like that. You're like driving, there's that sign, I knew that was gonna happen. You're gonna have a lot of that going on, but it's good because those it's gonna start tying in more and more to practical things. You might be like, man, yeah, I know a lot of stuff, but it's just random things. Like, I knew that that car was going to turn left or something, but I want to know big things. Like, I want some real insight for myself. And I feel like it's getting stronger and stronger. And you're going to start knowing the real tips, the real inside tips for yourself, for your life. So it's good that you're growing your spiritual psychic abilities and stuff, and that you're also focusing on business and getting secure in the physical world. Yes, so that is what I'm seeing, what Spirit's dropping for you, and they'll be dropping more in the dream time for sure. Let's see, what else? Clear vision, right? Like, don't have us out here questioning. Like, I got a feeling, but we don't know like what the feeling is. They're like, see, I knew I had a feeling. Hey, everyone joining, please like the video, drop a comment in the chat, send in a payment of $8 if you want a reading. $8 for one question to Cash App or PayPal. And then comment that you paid and what your question is in the chat, and we'll get it on and popping. Arizona, 4 a.m. for Star Blue, Star Power Blue. Yes. You'll be seeing some sunrises over there. Where's that question? Okay, Star Power Blue's question: will I meet other women on the same frequency like myself to hang out with? Yeah, let's see. Oh, sure will. We got a 3 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Was it a feeling or was it just gas, right? Did I get a gut instinct or was my stomach just upset? That's funny. We have the Hermit. We have the Knight of Cups reversed again. We have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hierophant. We have the Two of Wands reversed. And we have Temperance reversed. Yeah, so you've been having that energy lately where you're like, man, I feel like an alien around here. Like, no one, beep, beep, bop, ba, boop. Like, that's how you feel like you're talking to everyone. Like, people just think I'm out here crazy. They don't understand what I'm saying, what's going on with me. Trying to translate my life all the time. So I see that you're trying to, fit in, and it feels like oil and water or oil and vinegar or something. And, yeah, feeling like you have to kind of knock your own hustle in order to fit in with other people. Like, man, I have to edit myself and translate and reconfigure. At the same time, it's very good that you are sticking to your own guns. So if you're worried that you're going to mold to others' views too much, maybe in the past being sensitive, that happened and then you got way out of your element and that was something that you really regretted. Right now with the Hermit, like, you're keeping your wisdom. You're going to stick with yourself more. And sometimes we need to know that because we're afraid to intermingle, because we're afraid, like, man, I don't know if I'm going to start being like them. I don't want to start being like the crowd, and it can happen gradually and we don't notice. So this is saying, like, no, you're doing good. You have your core sense of self. You're going to stick with that. I do see, excuse me. I do see, relationships still kind of fading away, phasing out. So if there's people from the past that you've been like, oh, should they come back? I don't really see that. Not that you have to be enemies or something, but that you could end up being frenemies if you let them back, just because they're not invested in the things that you're invested in your life, and those things are your values and who you are. And so it can end up feeling like personal attacks if you let people back in from the past. It gets you out of your flow. Kind of, I don't know why I'm picturing this, but kind of like Shrek. If Shrek is trying to be friends with people who are insistent that they hate ogres, like, it's just not going to work. That's his whole thing. Like, that's his whole vibe. So it's kind of like that. You can't really be friends with people who are not liking your vibe. It just doesn't work with the Hierophant here. So even though you might have some values that are traditional, or you want to have those friend groups, you're like, man, but I want to have known someone for 20 years. It's like, okay, at some point, once you meet them and they're the right vibe, then in 20 years you will have known them for 20 years, right? But yes, free will. Spirit's like, are you sure you're ready to let people in this close? Because you've gotten used to being the hermit. So letting people into your day-to-day life like that and really being close knit with them is a lot. It is. It's a lot. It's very practical. It's very mundane. So are you sure that in the physical realm you're ready for that? Because Spirit's like, I don't know. You're saying you're ready, but so make sure that you are ready, because they're like, if you don't even talk to people at the supermarket, you don't want people to look at you. You don't want your phone to ring. Like the witches, you have your broom upside down. Y'all know that's a trick, right? You don't want people to come to your house. You put your broom upside down, like the pole to the floor. If the broom falls over, someone's coming to visit, but you put it upside down, that means you don't want visitors and people stop coming over. So you got all those tricks, okay? You like the little like the little witch on Merida, where she's trying to pretend that she don't live in her hut and that she's just a little wood carver. Like, no, nothing to see here, nothing to see here. So Spirit's like, you have to change that on a physical vibration too, and start preparing, whether it's your feng shui or whatever it is, that you are willing to have people come to your house, that you do have a parking space for visitors, that kind of thing, because they're not going to push your free will. And if you backstep, like, I don't want friends. They're like, okay, don't send anyone, we don't want to spook them. But yes, Three of Wands, absolutely. There are people that are coming in that will be on the same path. And I love Three of Wands for this, because Three of Cups is heart to heart with our friends. But as much as we love our friends in Three of Cups, we don't necessarily share the same path and lifestyle as them, which is a beautiful thing. We love them regardless. But Three of Wands are people who are rocking the same path as us. They're on the same stuff as we are. We all want to go to do a trip to, wherever, Timbuktu. We all have similar beliefs. We all want to go out and be on the front lines for the same things. We have a similar passion. So I love that there. And we have Temperance reverse. So you could have people, either you'll be moving or traveling, or people who will be moving and traveling to where you are. And that could be a big way that you'll be meeting new people. So it is a get out and about. If you're doing the same things around the same very set crew of people, or same city, neighborhood, you might not meet the people coming through. So you, like me, all my friends are worldwide. And when I meet people, they always end up moving. So if I was to say the only friends I have and the only people who love me are the people right here local to me, I would be feeling lonely a lot. And when I forget, I'll be like that. And then I'm like, wait a minute, I have friends all over the world. Like, what am I talking about? Let me connect. So you have that vibe as well. Hey, dear Leslie. Yes, so that is what I'm seeing. You could have some Sagittarians coming in too that are going to shake things up and be a lot of fun. Some fire signs. Getting a little reckless over there. So I would say travel to new places. Be open to connecting. Oh, that makes sense. Sag rising. Yep. People with Jupiter and Sagittarius. We tend to attract people that are match our first house, like our sign, and the planets that aspect our first house. It is true. You're welcome. Hey, everyone coming through. Please like the video, and if you would like a reading, please send $8 into Cash App or PayPal, links in the description, and then comment in the chat that you sent your payment and what your question is. Jupiter is in your first house too. Yes, you need to travel. That's your answer right there. Boom. Yes. That's where it's at. Jupiter in the first house is cool because it means you are your own good luck. So when you decide to make a move, the universe is like, okay, bless it. Stay blessed. Period. Yeah, so Jupiter, that's a good talk. Jupiter in our charts show how we are lucky. Hi, soft-hearted. Hey. what we need to do to be lucky. Jupiter is also real sweet because it shows the things we care about. So when people do, you know, giving back, they tend to give back in areas that relate to the sign that their Jupiter's in. So like for instance, like Leonardo DiCaprio has Jupiter in Pisces, and he cares a lot about like the oceans and conservation of the oceans. Like one of the first online petitions I did it was like for the whales and stuff that he had done, and it did go through for that area. So we tend to give back, like someone that has Jupiter in Cancer might really care about like families and giving back, or food, making sure that people have food and don't go hungry, or that have safety with their homes. So that can be a good way to look at what are ways that you're really good at giving back. Look at your Jupiter, the signs and placements, and then also where you draw in luck will be your Jupiter there, so you can know how reckless you can be, okay? Hi, Sarah. Hey, 4 a.m. over there. Yes, good morning, or good night if you're going to bed. How's everyone doing? Are y'all waking up, or are you going to sleep? Hi, 37. Yes. Yes, we're just talking about how much mischief we can get into based on our Jupiter. The Jupiter in our charts. Yes, yes, it looks like a 4 with a little curl on it. I remember one time in school, in college, so I was a photography and music major and a fine arts minor, hashtag Pisces, right? Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. So I remember I took, in this fence, I saw the glyph of Jupiter and this way the fence was broken. So I took this very cool picture. My teacher's like, okay, like, you know, as far as all of the parameters of the assignment, like you did it and everything, but like what is this? And I was like, it's a glyph of Jupiter, like abstract, isn't that amazing? And they're just like, what are you talking about? He thought I was so weird. But look, tell me why the Pisces, my Pisces, one of the Pisces professors who was like the head of the program and had everyone else fooled thinking they were like this crouchety old man. I was like, wait a minute. I remember one time I just caught that whiff of Neptunian energy. I was like, you're a Pisces. Oh, I ain't scared of you. So I just started going with the flow and all this kind of stuff. And tell me why I did great. He was like, he would just start chuckling. He didn't try to scare me anymore because he's like, oh, you're on to the game. I'm just a Pisces too. That was funny. You sent me a payment early this day. Oh, yes, I did get a payment. I was like, who is this payment? Oh, okay, 37, drop your question. Thank you. I kind of like a Pisces. Your Scorpio sun is in the 12th house. Woo, woo. Yes, you got those water vibes. I love Pisces and Scorpio energy in the chart, but I may be biased. Yes. What does Jupiter and Gemini say? Jupiter and Gemini, you got the gift of gab. You can talk yourself into good opportunities and some luck. You can talk yourself out of some trouble too, that's for sure. You can also give back in ways that have to do with technology, education, things like that. You might really care about helping, especially grade school kids and stuff, have what they need to be supported in school. Those are areas you could really help draw attention to and give back. 37 says, is it true that I was, wait, my cursor's in the way. Okay, yes, I was like, is that supposed to meet someone in London, but it didn't happen? Is it true that 37 was supposed to meet someone in London, but it didn't happen? You got Jupiter and Gemini too. Yes, so Jupiter changes signs. It's pretty much every year, more or less. So usually, like our school class has pretty much the same Jupiter, or maybe one sign difference. Okay. Is it true that 37 was supposed to meet someone in London, but it didn't happen? Okay, here we go. We have Death reversed. Something didn't happen, that's for sure. We have Strength reversed. We have the Page of Cups reversed, which is the Seer of Cups in this deck. Sage of Cups, which is the King of Cups. Eight of Cups reversed. We have the Six of Wands and the Star reversed. Yes, I do see a missed meeting. with someone that would be like your soul group or a connection you were supposed to have. And it's looking like that you were in the right space maybe to connect with it. One of you wasn't. So if you feel like you were in the perfect vibe and zone and you were completely open and everything was good, then it could be the other person. But I kind of feel like on your end that maybe you weren't fully ready. The death card is when we know we need to have a certain transition or go into a new phase of life, but we pump the brakes on it and we're like, I don't know. And because strength is here, it shows because of internal insecurities and things we're still processing. Strength reverse could be as simple as we feel like our haircut isn't popping that day, to we're having very intense body image issues, or we're not feeling in our own power. We're not having confidence in ourselves and feeling like we want to put ourselves out there and that we want to let ourselves be seen. So someone was feeling very, very shy, but in the way that it was you know, not, I don't want to say on the negative side, but belittling to themselves a bit and not having confidence to move forward. Now, Spirit says Six of Wands, which means, yes, you were very fearful. Yeah. Oh. But the thing is, the star is positive, even reversed, and that's a card of healing moving forward. And the Six of Wands says that there's an opportunity to meet again. So Spirit is going to try to bring about this connection again to happen. So that's definitely a possibility if you want to move forward with the Death card. And usually, you know, the Tarot T, if we don't allow the Death card to happen, the change to move forward when we need to go into that phase of life, it could, you know, and the Death card does show relationships. It shows pregnancies and births. It shows a whole bunch of different things. So it's not always negative change, but it feels like it to us if we're nervous and we're fearful, yes. But when we don't move forward with the Death card, the universe brings the Tower. So it's like, kind of prepare for it, because you might end up meeting this person, and you're like, I was in my pajamas at the grocery store. I was not ready. I was not ready for this meeting. But the universe was like, look, we had to have you meet somehow. There could be, on their side too, they could also have had some emotional baggage that they were still clearing out and letting go of. But mostly they were pretty good and in the space, in the zone, in the space they needed to be in. And it is definitely like a soulmate connection over here. But I see it coming back around. Yes. Yeah, so that's what I am seeing there. It looks like it would be a very sweet connection too. Coming back around. Put it back out there. Hi, Mimi. No, I don't currently have a way to win free readings. These ones are only 8, which is very low compared to my ratings for personal readings. So that's why I do a lot of these and also have the pick-a cards. But I don't have any kind of free readings going on. Thank you, honey. Glad to hear that. You're so welcome. I'm glad too. Because sometimes, you know, we're human. We just shy. You know, like I said, Pisces over here. We shy sometimes. Lord knows that I have messed it up too, because thank you, love you. Oh, thank you so much, Star Power Blue. Yes, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's okay, Justin, if things are getting too intense spiritually, to like take breaks from things and let yourself reset and just kind of ground and you know, cleanse however you do your spiritual cleansing or ceremony, and give yourself a break if things get overwhelming like that. Absolutely. Artsy Girl Marilyn says, photography film art director's lab was full, but he said I can be registered in any class and didn't have to copy the model project. What? Pisces, Pisces. You know we rule film. It's morning. We rule film. All right, we rule glamour. Anytime you see those celebrities that have like, oh, that old Hollywood glamour, that it factor, they're always going to have Pisces in their chart, or a very prominent Neptune, like a Neptune in the 10th house, something of that nature. But yeah, photography, usually if you have a prominent Neptune, like your 1st or 10th house, people always want to take your picture. You could be good at photography yourself. And it's interesting because a lot of people in my photography program would have 1st or 10th house Neptunes, and they would be like, I'm trying to be the photographer behind the scenes. You keep trying to make me be on the screen. Yep, Rihanna's a Pisces, Elizabeth Taylor, Marilyn Monroe had her Mars in Pisces. So that glamour, that extra factor that people have sometimes where you're like, oh, there's just that extra vibe they have. They usually have some Pisces or Neptune. Beyonce is a Pisces rising, things of that nature. Yep. Neptune rules music and the arts in general, the arts that are natural that you channel in. You have Neptune in your first house and love taking pictures. Yes. Thank you, Jocelyn. You're welcome. Have a good day. Have a good morning. Yes, yes. Let me know if I've missed anyone who sent in payments. If you're just joining, please like the video. Yes, yes. You can send in $8 to get a reading to Cash App or PayPal in the link in the description box, I mean. Yes, yes, yes. I need to do another business and pleasure reading. I want to do them. Let's see. Let's do another general while we're on here waiting. You love taking pictures of yourself. There you go. Neptune in the first house energy. Me too. I don't have any Pisces placements though. You can see how it is in your chart. Well, just like and take pictures of yourself. Look, Leo energy too. That rules showbiz. Okay. Aries energy. A lot of Taurus risings do too, because Venus rules the arts in kind of a different way than Neptune does. And so that's Libra and Taurus. Leo connects with show business. And you guys, I will officially run classes and have it up, but I do counsel in regards to the arts and you being an artist and your astrology chart. I do channeling to pull in your muses, all different kinds of things. I had a whole big course I did with different artistic, spiritual practices for artist development. Super cool. Yes. Yeah, this one friend and acquaintance that I met while traveling when I went back to California. I was raised out there, but when I went back for a visit, since I've been in the Midwest, and yes, I plan to go back, okay? I ran into this Aquarius that I met, and then they ended up being in town because of one of the big acting teachers that was there was holding a kind of spiritual acting course. And I was like, I teach kind of stuff. It was different than how I do it. But I was like, I teach stuff like that. So it was so cool. I was like, this is such a Pisces Aquarius meet cute. How we do out here, all woo woo. Yes, you want to sign up? Will I bring the class back? I absolutely will. Yes. And if you want to book a personal reading where I look at your chart for your artistic skills, absolutely. Anything that I do, that I mention, because I do so much, and so I do a lot that people don't know yet on the YouTube channel, that I showed on my other channel or that I used to have up on my website and do locally. So you can get personal readings for any of this kind of stuff. Yes, you said bring it back this week. Or do a meetup in Cali. That would be so fun. I've been thinking about that. Tell me why when I was coming out of sleep, I was seeing that. Doing, payday is Friday. I thought you meant go ahead and start the class this week. Like, bring the class back. Do it now. I was cracking up. But yes, book the personal session. Absolutely. But yes, I would like to do a meetup. Like, I'd have to make sure I got security, right, with Baby Magic, or she would just have to not be there for... I was, like, trying to picture that. I was like, let's be smart. My Scorpio was like, okay, Aries, Pisces, don't get too excited over there. Let's... Yes, you would come. But I think we definitely going to find a way to do it. All right, let's do a general card for those who have liked the video and those who are commenting. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. General card. Hi, Colorful Corner. You sent in a payment. All right. Ooh, I love that question. Okay. So first, let me pull the general real quick. I thought this was going to come out. Water song. We have a water kind of morning. All the water signs in the house. You come too, Sarah. Aw, thank you. It says, wild wisdom gushes from a mysterious subterranean vein. And it's excuse me, says wild wisdom. And this is a art that is fire, like turning into water, like this little transmutation. We have ocean water, we have under the ice right here, and we have like a waterfall that was frozen. So I love that, getting into your water energy. We have water songs, so doing water ceremonies and blessing the water, especially if you do that in your Scorpio gang, right? Everyone throw your hashtag for your zodiac sign. You'd come from San Diego, artsy girl, Maryland. Oh, yes. We're totally going to do it. We're totally going to do it. And speaking of water, yes, getting close to water, paying attention to what's going on with the water, hashtag no pipelines, all of those kind of things. Remember, when you're drinking water, when you're taking your shower, that water changes scientifically. The crystals changed depending on what you say to it and the energy that you have to it. So bless the water that's going through the pipes into the city. Encourage it. It's our life's blood on the planet. And yes, do everything you can to connect and protect water. You're also going to have wisdom coming up that you're like, how did I know that? Wow, I'm so intuitive. This is amazing. Connecting to your spirit, connecting to your deeper intuition, your emotions being better channels for spiritual information to come through. So really observe your emotions like you would water running through, if you're sitting on the bank of the river, or even if you're floating yourself on the stream, seeing emotions as something that are letting you know what's going on, the undercurrent underneath in a situation, and letting them flow more smoothly. Sometimes we get attached to our emotions, or we feel like this means this is who I am because I feel this way right now. And that's not always how it is. A good way of relating to our emotions is by reading them the way we interpret, mystical signs or something. Okay, this is how I'm feeling. This is why I had this reaction to something of that nature. So being a little bit more fluid with feelings and allowing others to be as well, because people around you might be having a change of heart or change of feelings right now. So that is the general reading for that one. We're going to get into colorful corners reading here. Okay, yes, we sent in the payment. Q. Question: are we communicating telepathically? All right. Is it telepathic? And will it happen 3D? Okay. For colorful corner. You're welcome, Star Power Blue. Ace of Swords. Can I get a yes? Yes, you are. All right, telepathic communication. Need we say more? King of Swords reversed. Little astral communication. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. The Death card. Nine of Swords. You're just like, oh my gosh, get out my head sometimes. And we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Absolutely. You guys communicate in every way. I feel like if one of you passed away, your spirits will still communicate to each other. You'd be coming through. Like, guess I'm a medium now. That's kind of the vibe. You guys have like shared thinking and thoughts. You really are sensitive to the thoughts that the other person puts out. I'm seeing day and night. Day and night, like you up feeling this person's thoughts when the other person is in the astral realm, or you both are, you're feeling that connection with each other. You might have, it's not so much, it's more lucid. It's not so much dream sharing, although I wouldn't be surprised if it went into that. But you might wake up like, what is going on? Am I just losing it over here? But you really are having this connection there. I do see kind of boots on the ground as possible. It might take some more work. You might have to put in the effort. Okay, with the Ace of Wands, you might have to be the starter, strike that match in moving forward to communicate with this person in the 3D or the physical world. Excuse me, but the cool thing that I see, it's almost like you wanted to learn how to have this connection with someone while in the physical realm. So this energy here of your spirit being very Pisces, very water sign, your spirit's had more experience like that. Your spirit likes how when we are in spirit, we can communicate more intricately, we can communicate more nebulously. And you're like, man, I really want to hone that gift when I'm in my physical incarnation. And so this person's spirit allows you to work on that. You can, like, if you guys were to consciously, especially, I mean, I think you are, but face to face, if you were to say, okay, I'm going to think of an object and I want you to tell me what it is and really work on that gift, this would be a person you could do that with. So you really wanted to work on having that kind of communication. Hi, Jay, baby. All 3 water placements in your chart. Yes, I'm water dominant dominant over here. Baby Magic has a lot of water. Our puppy is water dominant. Yes, so I absolutely see you having communication through the mind. You might get it through songs and all that kind of stuff. Spirit saying don't be overwhelmed. You can turn it down if you need to. This person, they shut it off when it gets too intense and they don't want to be doing all that. Your mind space is your own, so you don't have to feel overwhelmed or like you have to allow that to happen. Yeah, but I do see a change in the relationship. So it's either going to come to the point that you're going to be like, okay, either I'm going to put up boundaries to this and we're going to stop doing it, or the other person will, or we're going to meet and talk. But it is saying to make some moves if you want it to happen in the physical. You might have to be the one to put yourself out there. All right. But I think it would be good because the next card after that, after putting yourself out there with the Ace of Wands, right here, again, day and night, y'all are, this is going on. But the next thing, once you put yourself out there, is the Death card with the Phoenix. So it will be good. It would be good. But I feel like y'all are going to stay communicating. Shutting things down, it's just letting it go each time it happens. Just letting it go. Like, you know, acknowledging, okay, that's happening. I'm just going to turn off that channel right now. And it's easier said than done sometimes. But anytime we want to get control of our mind, if we're reprogramming our thinking, if we're shutting off those channels, it's just asserting our power, acknowledging, okay, I'm getting that feedback coming in. That's cool, but I don't want to hear that. No, thank you. And putting up that energy kind of boundary. Let's see. You're welcome. Hey, good morning to everyone just stopping through, or whatever time of day or night it is for you. Yes, if you want a reading, send in $8 to Cash App or PayPal in the description box, and then comment that you sent in the payment and what your question is in the chat. We on and popping over here. Yes. We have so many retrogrades going on. Okay, count of the X's. Who's coming back? Who's trying to sneak in that retrograde door? How many of y'all are trying to sneak in with someone else? Tell me the tea. Awesome readings. Thank you. We've had some really good lives. Like the energy has been flowing, just flowing the last few lives. I mean, it's always good, but you know, it's just like super in sync, and I love that. Not me. This person, look, I'm such an astrologer too. This person, I was going to message them, and I had messaged them for a while, and I was like, I mean, we're not really exes like that, but I was like, would this make me the person coming back on Mercury retrograde? Like, look, I'm over here being astrologer stubborn. Oh, like, I'm not about to be that person coming back from the past. Shoot, get me messed up. But it's interesting, right, to pay attention to the role we play in everyone's life. In our chart, we're the sun, right? But in someone else's chart, we might be that little Mercury, that little Mars, that little Venus running through. Dang, and you missed the last few lives. We do have one of the recent lives that's still up. Yes, but depending on what goes down, we delete them sometimes. Yes, but we're gonna, like, basically the whole sky is retrograde. Okay, Mercury and Mars are in Leo right now, so some people are gonna be dramatic. Us, we might be some people, tag ourselves. Yes, it's gonna be harder to be low key, so don't think you're gonna be able to sneak, all right? And true, with the technology too, you might accidentally get on screen. We've already had some of those mishaps down here. You might accidentally FaceTime someone and they sitting there looking at you. Isn't that the worst, Scorpio? Yes, the Leo might be out in the Scorpio energy. I'm just letting you know. Let me pull up the chart. I think that will be great. The meet and greet. Yes, absolutely. We will be looking into that. It'll be fun. Okay, let's see. What is it? Current astrology chart. Let's look what's going on. So it's not good. So officially, was it yesterday? I think it is that Mercury is retrograde. You don't want to enter into new contracts and things. And if you do, you just know that things are temporary. So if you start a new job or things, usually about 6 months or until the next retrograde. If you move, things something's gonna shift. Now it's good if it's not you that shifts, is if it's just like management that changes. Accidental FaceTime, no, right? Isn't that the worst? Like I have these fears, y'all, and it's happened before. But the screen was down, thank goodness, and all of a sudden they were hello, hello. I was like, oh shoot. And of course it happened when there was like chaos going on in the house. Okay, Sun is in Cancer, the moon is in Libra. We have Mercury in Leo, Venus in Cancer, Mars in Leo, Jupiter is still in Sag, Saturn and Uranus, or no, sorry, Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, Uranus and Taurus, squaring up Mars, squaring up Mercury, just doing the most, okay? Neptune in Pisces still. Oh, I love it. We have North Node is in Cancer, yes, and Chiron is in Aries. Retrograde planets, we have Mercury retrograde, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, and Pluto all retrograde. That's where we're at, folks. And we're in the midst of eclipse season. Mercury and Leo and Mars, right? Too much. And we also have those square Uranus. So anytime you have Mercury and Mars trying to do conjunctions, if you're looking at natal charts or in the sky, this is where you're getting some short tempers, people popping off. They are in exact degrees right now, square. And then whenever you have Mercury and Uranus in aspect to each other, same thing. You can have, irritation, hair trigger, tempers. And right now it's square. Square is even more irritating than conjunct sometimes. So people can have tempers, you can have frustrations, people are being stubborn, people want their own shine, that kind of thing. Oh, if y'all have issues with not having attention paid to you, especially with all this Cancer in the chart and right now some Libra, you really going to be sensitive to it right now. And that's probably how a lot of people are going to come back during all these retrogrades, because they're going to be, oh, you're going to ignore me? Flight mode is good. Yes, just leave it in flight mode, okay? A lot going on, and yes, too muchy. I have 5 planets in my first house. A lot of fire. Yes, like pay attention to me. I did, there was this meme and I was like, this is Mercury. When the moon was in Leo this week, I had posted it. But it was like the couple, they just now say like, I need attention. They just cut the bullshit in their relationship, cut all the little nuances and signals and just say, I need attention, if that's what you need in your relationship. Dang, yesterday I thought I found the one yesterday. Trouble seems so far away, right? Yes. Yeah. That Aries energy, though, with the first house, they usually don't have a problem telling someone, pay attention to me right now. Now leave me alone. Yes, yes, yes. Uranus and Taurus. Let's hope it drops us some change. Our finances. Taurus rules personal finances. It also rules self-esteem. So got to be patient with ourselves. Try not to bounce around too much with our self-esteem and our body goals. But with Uranus there, we could suddenly meet our goal weight. We can have, you can go either way. You might suddenly be like, oh, dang, where'd this 10 pounds come from? But you could also be like, oh, wow, like I didn't even realize I was doing so much. And I'm lean and mean or I'm nice and thick, whatever your goals are. That you're doing changes to your body and exploring that connection, but also with our finances. I don't know if you guys have noticed, especially with these retrogrades, like, oh wow, I had more money in my account than I thought. Oh wow, where's the money go? Like, it really be like that. I'm like, did I just get charged? I have like, I don't know how many things that I have to go and like be like, not authorized. Okay, why did they not charge this like a week, 2 weeks ago? Now suddenly they want to charge it, but the money was out and now it's back. Like, stuff like that drives me crazy. I'm a Pisces, y'all. I just want instantaneous banking, okay? Don't delay. Don't do this, that, and the other. Just let it be what it is so I don't have to worry about it. So that's really during this time, Uranus and Taurus. Uranus moves slower. right? The charging. I'm like, you don't just get to come in and out my purse whenever you want to. Like, oh no, I'm going to get this money next week. You are not just going to come in my purse next week. Okay, you can get it now or I don't owe you. That's how I feel. Especially nowadays, they'll say, oh, well, you authorized them for something. And I'm like, I authorized them for one thing. So if you're going to let someone come in and out of my money because one time I authorized something, oh, it makes me so mad when they say that. And then you got to dispute it. I'm like, unless I authorize it every time, you best not be giving them the money. That's for sure. Okay. I do have some Taurus in my chart though, so that's probably coming out. What else is popping? Yes, Moon in Libra. Normally would be a good time for contracts, but since we're in Mercury retrograde, just go ahead and it's a good time for fixing things. If you had things you need to settle with the Mercury retrograde and with the Moon in Libra, good time to smooth things over. Mercury retrograde is really good for fixing things. Excuse me. Any electronics. I fixed so many computers and things that were not supposed to be fixable during Mercury retrograde. That's tea right there, but that's true. What else? Anything mechanical. Yes, if it was working fine, it might start having issues, but if it was broken, you can fix it. I'm earth, but lots of water in there too. Yes, not authorized for the rest of my life. Got some Taurus too, right? Internet went out. Look, I hear you. I hear you with this stuff. Yes, I told you my screen cracked on this new computer, and thank goodness it's just in the corner, but the touch screen doesn't work anymore. First world problems, but I'm like, let me get this fixed. But ironically, it stays attached to the Wi-Fi without being plugged in now, because this model I have, it's the Lenovo Yoga 730. For some reason, if you don't have it plugged in, it doesn't want to stay connected to the Wi-Fi. But now that the screen's cracked a little, the Wi-Fi issue's fixed. So see, you fix things on Mercury retrograde, but shit breaks. Now what's going on? Okay, question from Star Power Blue. Yes, if you want to book a reading, we are still doing them. I'm still taking questions. Hopefully we'll be on for a while here. So send in $8 to Cash App or PayPal. And please like the video if you're coming through. And have a good morning if y'all are just watching a bit before you go to work or before you go to sleep, whatever's going. Yes, water and earth is a good combo. It's very, like Baby Magic has that, and I love the way that they work together in the chart. It's very harmonious with itself. She's like water and earth dominant. Question, when we reincarnated, this is for Star Power Blue, when we reincarnated into another life, are we, oh wait, this was just a question. Are we the same sign as the nodes? I actually see it more true to the moon sign. Yes, Baby Magic. She had a few different nicknames, but that's one that really stuck in the reputation. Yes. Okay. Sorry, I was ready to do the tarot. I thought you were asking a tarot question. I just saw a question. Yeah, so usually it's going to be the moon sign is the closest to what sign we were in the past life. I have noticed sometimes it is it's within the same element, but a different sign. But usually it's going to be the same as your moon sign is. But the signs that we've been a lot and that we've really mastered, you're going to see that on the south node usually. So whatever your south node is, you've been that sign a lot of times. Yes, and our south node is what we're tired of. So we might try to run to that area in our chart. Like let's say you have a few, like you have Libra south node and you keep trying to do Libra, you keep trying to do Libra partnerships. I want to be in partnerships and it's just not happening. And you're like, am I cursed? Da da da. And it's like, no, you just wanted to be an individual for once this lifetime because you're always like, yes, you know how to do power couples. You know how to give marriage advice. You know all of this. You search for it, but you need to learn and remember how to feel whole by yourself. So you're going to keep being put in situations where you are your only person to depend on until you will balance that energy out, because that's what your soul wants, is to remember that. Now, it's not saying to let go and never, oh, I'm bitter, I'm never going to be in relationships, screw everybody. You might feel like that sometimes, but it's to find the balancing point so you can be a whole individual person within your personal relationships. Because people who would have South Node in Libra, they would always have been partnered with people, like in business, in, family, in actual partnerships, relationships, that's just how it is. You know, that's their dynamic. They didn't have a lot of times of being alone, and they might have gone from, you know, very tight knit family dynamics to partnerships and marriages and stuff. So yeah, so there's reasons why with our south node we want to run to them. It's cozy usually, but the universe tries to pull us towards our north node, so we can be drawn to people on both sides that conjunct our south node or our north node. But generally we'll end up having situations that will try to push us away from people who hit our south node. We might have fallings out with them a lot, or just end up having like things being uncomfortable, or try like other people might come and try to pull us away from the person who has the same signs as our south node. And that's the universe like, okay, go towards that north node. And we might be very wowed by people who have our north node energy, or we might be very frustrated with them. We might try to run from them. We might try to be in relationships with people who don't have our north node energy. A lot of people will try to date people that have their south node energy because it makes them feel like they can repeat the patterns, and they'll run away. I see that a lot in like love triangles. Or if someone's picking two people, they'll try to pick the person who's on their south node. I'm like, you better grow. Get over there with that north node. More of a stretch. Yes, most Libras love being in a relationship if they're single. And it's funny because some Libras will be talking so much smack. I don't need to be in a relationship. I'm like, yeah, because you over there clinging to your kid, or you're clinging to someone else. There's a lot of codependency with Libra. And even traveling, I remember my Libra friends, they just did not want to travel. They never want to do anything unless they're sure everyone else is going to do it. So I went and traveled by myself with the Aries in my chart. And they were like, oh, you should have made me go with you. You should have done da da da. I was like, no, I was not going to wait the rest of my life for you to get up and decide to go. And they were so disappointed. I had like 3 Libra friends, and they were so disappointed they didn't go. And I was like, look, I'm glad the Aries in my chart was like, you better go. Can't be wasting your life not going because you don't know if someone's going to partner up or if everyone's going to do it. You got to live life over here. Yes, yes. It's 7:07 in the 7th month right now. Yay, baby Lizzo. Hey, Capricorn South Node. I admire Capricorns. I don't know why I had read that as I admire unicorns. I was like, must have been the crack in the screen. I was like, that's random. It sounds very Pisces, but it sounds nice. I have Capricorn. I admire unicorns. It's like how astrologers use their chart to justify everything. But you really can usually tell. I'm just saying. When someone says they like something, I'm like, oh, that's that part of your chart talking. Why do some Libra women bring their boyfriend or husband on a girl outing, right? Because they identify with that. They identify too much. I was seeing that in the comments where people were just talking crap about this woman doing what she wanted with her body because the husband this and this and that. And I'm like, do you hear yourselves? Like, that's so coded. Hello, they are 2 separate bodies. 2 separate bodies. Yes, Jay, baby, drop your question when you're ready. Hi, Mary J. Hey, good morning. Yes, I'm still taking questions, y'all. Go ahead and send in your $8. Get your life. You see that morning light all hazy here on the screen? Really what? About them giving people trouble? Yes, Libras will be talking so much smack, like, about you can't do this or that because of the partner and their opinion and this. I'm just like, calm down. Too much. Yes, Virgo goes into that too. Libra and Virgo, excuse me, where they will even when you're in private, like analyzing what society's going to think about what you're doing and if that makes you lovable enough to have a partner and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, calm down. Problem struggles with codependency. Yeah, definitely. Side eye, yep. Oh, yes. Jay Baby says, I met someone whom I thought was connected to my purpose in music. I missed the opportunity to show my talent and then got ghosted. Having trouble accepting letting go. I'm curious as to why and what. Is there more to that? As to why and what? Is it like what to do? Oh, we have what to do in regards to career and love. Thank you. Much love, much love. Yes. Okay, for J Baby. Why and what to do in regards to career and love in this situation. All right. We have the Lovers. Just keep loving. Just keep loving, J Baby, because Spirit's going to bring the right person on all grounds. We have Pan, who is playing the pipes over here, the music maker, and all, lusty and in this world. We have Kuan Yin, who's all unconditional love and things. The right people are going to stay around. You're not going to, sometimes we can miss opportunities in a way, but this is saying that the right partnerships are not going to just bounce. If they are not lining up because they weren't your people, period, point blank, Three of Wands reverse, they were not an opportunity. So this person is up here waiting for their ships to come in, but that's the key word, is their ships to come in. If it wasn't meant for them, it's going to keep sailing on by as it should, because that's not their order. It's not exactly what they wanted. The Judgment card. Yes, soul things lining up, the Nine of Cups. I think you're very specific on what your soul wants, the energy that you want to have. And if that contract doesn't match up, you're going to innately push it away. You're going to innately say, no, this isn't right. The Tower card here is having to let go and let God, let the universe, allow yourself to just be and follow your impulses. The Fool meets tons of different people, and yes, they're great at connecting to opportunities. But if the Fool doesn't do something, they don't see it as a missed opportunity. They just know that wasn't them. It wasn't their ride. So the universe is saying, be more like the Fool. The Fool never doubts anything that passed by that they didn't do. It's also saying, stay ready though. Stay ready on things. Get your point where you have what you need to. You have your information. You're ready to perform on the spot. All that kind of stuff. Get yourself super ready. Keep the self-love up with the Nine of Cups. I feel like in love, it is very tied together, actually, the love and the music going on. You're gonna get in your own lane where everything starts syncing up with the right people. Okay, you might have some spiritual contract that you need to release that is inhibiting you from moving forward with the Tower and the Judgment card. Maybe you have some agreement to not allow yourself to be successful, or that you feel like you can't go ahead and have your pleasures in life. There's something there, some kind of story that's been told to yourself, or something you're carrying over from past life, where maybe you think it's bad to indulge in your own wants and needs. You're seeing this as an indulgence instead of as something that is your innate right to do something that gives you joy and pleasure, and it's tied together with the music and with the love life. So there's the need to rewrite that contract with yourself and allow yourself the permission to go out and live this kind of life. Maybe in the past life that was just too airy-fairy. It was too up in the air. It was too something, okay, we have real life to worry about. You're not going to go off and do music. You're not going to go off and just do whatever. It doesn't matter about love. It matters about getting married and the dowry and stuff. So you have to rewrite that for yourself. You have more freedom in a lot of ways in this life than you have in past lives. And that can be very strange, but you're still operating within parameters of old molds, so to speak. So you might feel like this is my one chance. I have to get out now or it's never going to happen. But that's not true. The universe is like, no. We're not just hopping any train. We got a ticket. We got first class. We got a cabin. And, when it's right, that's when you jump off and you sync up. So stay ready for opportunities, but be more discriminating. Have more judgment with who you're trusting and what you're going to do. Stay in that place of self-love, of knowing you got mad talent. Nine of Cups definitely has talent, has skill. It's very Aladdin. It's that card of the whole reason Aladdin was dope was his own personality. It wasn't about being all Prince Ali and trying to go at a certain time and compete with other people. That's not why we love Aladdin. It was his own energy, and what was meant for him was always going to be there no matter how many obstacles there were. And he was very pure of heart, and he stayed ready. He was ready to fall in love. He was ready to take opportunities. He just had to remember to stay true to himself and have that honesty with self. And that's the same vibe that you have here. Yeah. So that's what I'm seeing. It wasn't their ride. Yes. It's so funny because I'm getting the image of like when you're on the playground and you want to go down a slide and someone's being a bully and won't let you go down the slide, and then you realize that the better slide is open anyways. Like, did you guys ever have that? Like, everyone's trying to get down this one slide and like listen to the rules the bully's saying, and that slide stinks and it's like too staticky because everyone's been going down it anyways, and then it's got skid marks from everyone's shoes and stuff, and then there's a really cool like curly slide over here that no one's even going down because, like, I don't know, because there's not as much demand, and it's like a way better ride and you get it to yourself. Just me. That's what I'm feeling. The universe is like, you got a whole other ride over here. Forget about, someone kind of gatekeeping over here, trying to keep you off the slide with this stank slide. Yes. Good morning, good morning. Brush your teeth. Have y'all seen the Get Ready news? There's this dude, he has a channel and it's called like Random Structure TV, I think is his YouTube. And he puts on a wig and does this thing. He says he's Star Keisha and he does like a chipmunk voice and he does news stories of like what's going on in entertainment and stuff. And he's always like, okay, good morning, but get up out of bed, go brush your teeth. Yes, it's funny. And then whenever something happens, he's like, we're going to put Sister So-and-so on the prayer list whenever he's like reporting what they did. Yes, we're still taking readings. Go ahead and send in that payment if you want one. All right, get like us over here. Yes, yes. And drop in the chat what your question is. Oh, this is what I want right here. For those who are liking the video and are participating in chat, we do general readings. So we're going to use the astrology dice. My tongue is still tied, y'all. Ever since Gemini season. Look, Mercury and Gemini in the 12th house. Look, I'm not the only one. Everyone feeling a bit nebulous. Look, I see people really hiding a lot of communication. Catching up late, just realized I wasn't caught up with the live. That's been happening to me too. How are you doing with the earthquake in California? I'm not currently in California. No, I was raised there and I live there usually, but I've been in Iowa for a bit, living out here. It just happened. It just happened, y'all. People are like, why? Even around here, people are like, why? Why are you here then? I'm like, I know, right? So I do definitely want to move back to the coast, and it's a plan, all right? It's a plan. But yes, everyone that I know in California is good. I'm not scared of earthquakes either. I respect it, but I'm not scared of them. I'm like, oh yeah, Mother Earth getting down. So I would be pretty chill about them. I'm a good person to have around during emergencies. People do tend to call when things are going down in their life. But hey, when you're raised with your life being an emergency, okay, in childhood, tend to develop that. Oh, thank you. I was feeling the earthquake and I'm fine. Good, good. Yes, I definitely hope everyone's okay. Excuse me. And I do feel for people that scares them. Everyone has different things that scare them. In the Barstow area, some places burned down. Oh my gosh, I didn't see that. I need to get back up on the news and see how things are going. Yeah, definitely. I know here we were having the tornadoes and we were okay. The tornado moved. The ancestors told us they were going to move. It was supposed to come through right where we are. Like it was on the other side of the city, like that close. And this is not a big town. And it was supposed to come like pretty much to our coordinates where we are. And it moved and went over to the next town and they were fine. It didn't hit anything. But a few days before, the similar tornado storm had been further south in Iowa, like hours away. And a woman died. Yeah, she had died. That was, a month or so ago? Time is going fast this year. Y'all, we're over half a year gone at 2019. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you guys. And I'm so glad you guys are safe too, for sure. For sure. We got the crazy weather going the rest of the summer. Yes, yes. Okay, so what we got for the general reading right here, we got Mercury in the 12th house in Gemini. So we a lot of daydreams, okay, a lot of Pisces, Gemini moments still continuing on for everyone. I'm seeing a lot of hidden words, a lot of hidden confessions going on. So it's a good time to really, if y'all are songwriters, lyricists, poets, journals, something. It's really, you could even do it with your hands, like collaging, scrapbooking. It is Cancer season. I always say they probably invented the scrapbooking, all those kind of things. You might be doing your bullet journals, but there is a lot of deep communication that wants to come out. Your subconscious and your logical mind are trying to sync up and be more like knock, knock, knock on the door, be more aware of what's going on, things coming up from the depths. Now, since it is Cancer season, this could be a lot of nostalgia. So it might hit you sometimes. It might hit you. I've had some of those moments where you're like, damn, I didn't even know I remembered that. And that was a sucker of a memory to remember. Like, shoot, I got to process that. I felt it. I felt it right there. So there could be moments like that, but there also are going to be moments that you remember some blissfully wonderful things. And look, even if it was just a good daydream, you're like, oh yeah, I used to have that daydream. Let me get back into that with this 12th house energy. There could be channeling from past lives very naturally, especially if you're writing stories. You could automatic write, could be coming through. So spirit and the logical mind and writing, communication really syncing up. You also have a way of really revealing your deeper self through your communication. Okay, so just beware if you're like, okay, I'm gonna be behind the scenes and I'm just gonna text this person. You might be revealing more than you think. It's a direct connection, and we really have the urge to communicate with people that we feel that we had connections to in past lives. But yeah, people might not be overly verbose on the outside right now. They might not be you might feel like, man, is everyone ghosting? It's just people, at least today, this week, or whenever you're seeing this video, feeling a bit more like they're very internalized to themselves and just having very personal moments with their words, with their minds, with their communication. And there could be a lot of shyness and hesitancy that's going on. So if someone's not messaging you back, it could literally be that they just like squirreled and daydreamed for 3 hours and then fell asleep and continue dreaming. Okay. Oh. Yes, a lot of childhood memories coming up. Been watching some old shows with good memories. Yes, that's a good way to direct yourself to have good memories. If you're noticing that you're going into nostalgia constructively, right? Merging that subconscious with the logical mind, constructively direct yourself to go into positive nostalgia and positive memories. Hi, Jasmine. Good morning. Yes, yes. If you would like a personal reading, yes, if you like a personal reading, email me at oceanheartconjure. Any of these subjects we touch on, I can read for you. I'm also taking, on the lives, I can do astrology questions too. So if you have your chart or something and you want to ask information, you have your guys' synastry chart and you want to do like, okay, what does our Venus and Mars look like? Okay, things like that. Tarot questions, of course. Go ahead and send in $8 to the links in the description and we'll do your reading. And then just comment that you paid, drop it in the chat. If you're just joining us and you don't know how it works, please drop a like too if you're just joining. What's up, what's up, what's up? Y'all getting ready for the day. What you eating for breakfast? A big breakfast sounds good today. Like the whole thing, like pancakes and all that. Yes, it does. I didn't eat anything yet because I got up early. And I was like, let me just get on. Haven't eaten anything as well. Yes, well, some of y'all about to go to sleep too, so maybe you're eating sleep for breakfast, right? I don't eat breakfast, but I'm about to send a question in. Okay, a little tarot for breakfast. Tarot for brunch, why not? Yes, sounds good, sounds good. Tarot and tea for breakfast, all right? I hear that. Chiron and Aries, we have a lot of Chiron rules our wounds. So right now the transit's in Aries, and so we have a lot of things that will come up that have to do with our personal identity, with how active we are, how brave we are, how courageous we are in the world. We might feel sensitive about those things, but it's also a good time to heal those issues. Like if there was times that we weren't brave, or that we didn't stand up for someone, or we didn't stand up to a bully ourselves, or things of that nature. If there's times we lost our temper and we were the aggressive one, we could be carrying, wounds from that, and embarrassment and things from that. And this is a time that collectively we're being asked to pay attention to those things, to be the healer in those situations, to have bravery for ourselves and others, because Chiron really cares about others. It's the wounded healer. We heal others in areas that we were harmed. And that, I think, is some of the best way to handle trauma, is to not become the bully, but to stand up even more so for those people who go through those situations. So really, challenge ourselves to rise to the occasion. Understood. Rewriting your contract now. Thank you. You're welcome, J Baby. Okay. For Jasmine, how successful will Jasmine be in this lifetime? 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 I'm using the World Spirit Tarot 2nd edition. It was out of print for a long time. It's my favorite deck if I had to just choose one. We have the Sun card, and I love it. Look at riding a unicorn, just joyful. Yes, hashtag Black Boy Joy. I love that they put him on there. We have the Hierophant. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Look at you all set, okay? We have the Moon card, the Sun and the Moon, and the Eight of Pentacles. We have up here the Justice card. This is so blessed and beautiful. And we have the Strength card at the bottom of the deck. So I feel like you will be as blessed as you truly believe that you deserve. Absolutely. The Queen of Pentacles, you definitely are going to be someone who's self-made, who's going to work your way up to a position of power, to a position of presence and authority in your own life, to the point that you answer to yourself. I'm getting that image where someone walks into the bank and everyone's like, oh, hello. Oh, yes. Oh, ma'am, here's your, it's almost like you own the bank. That vibe of, oh, we value you. You're valued in the places where money and finances and success is priority. To the point that you feel like you can help others and bless others who are young, who are coming up, to the point that any survival worries and needs and memories, you remember them. You still got those street smarts. You still remember that. You have compassion and empathy from where you've come from and where others come from, but you find healing with that, and you can finally have peace of mind. You don't feel like you have to operate from those places anymore. You don't feel like you are tarnished because of those. And I see that really healing. Actually, talking about Chiron and Aries, I can see why I was talking about that before, because that can be our survival, fight or flight, right? Never being safe, that root chakra energy. And I see you really healing any of those worries or concerns and getting to the point that you are able to thrive. Again, I see you in a wise way, remembering where you came from. It reminds me of like LL Cool J, right? Really successful, legend, very secure, his family many generations secure, but he still remembers that he was homeless and had to ride the train, right? And he still remembers where he's from the streets and things like that. So there's that vibe of being very self-made, very hard-earned, but getting to the point that you thrive and still have a respect, and that you send the ladder back down to other people. We have the Justice card. Hi, Sensorome. Welcome. Thanks for joining in. I appreciate it. Yes. So the Justice card here from Spirit says that it is definitely divine timing and good karma for you to be very successful this lifetime. It's written not just in the stars, but in a practical way with the Hierophant. So there's a lot of, very blessed with the Sun card here with Justice and the Hierophant. I don't know if you're married already or not, but you might also marry someone who is very well off. But I do see you having financial stability. You might even have more money than them. Maybe they're, upper Upper couple class? Is that when you marry up? Maybe they're upper middle class or something, but then you step into wealth. So I do see you having wealth. You could even have your own business that really thrives, or become the boss, take over a company. You might buy companies, that kind of thing. I do see you being in a managerial position, or even having where you're relaxed and someone else that you trust is running your shit, okay? They're running the businesses for you, that kind of vibe. But I see you being like beautiful golden years, as they say, being able to enjoy the children around you in the neighborhood, the youth. Like I just see you being able to go into peace and just think about providing beautiful times for others. Again, not that you ever turn away from the real things that happen in the world, but that you help others move into a place of peace and happiness. Along the steps, I think you will have to check in with yourself and be like, okay, I do deserve this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to keep beasting. I'm going to get bigger and better. It's okay to do that. So you're going to see the eclipse here bringing together the moon and the sun, both of those energies, both of those worlds. But yeah, looks very successful. You're not married. Your soulmate is taking his time because he got to make that money, okay? He's trying to get stable over here. So just keep going and building yours. That's for sure. Yes. It looks good. It looks good, looks good, looks great. What is that? Oh, look good, look good, look good. That's Tempo. That's Lizzo and Missy Elliott, who is aging backwards, okay? Looking amazing. Get a reading. You're welcome, Jasmine. Yes, if you would like a reading, please send in $8 to Cash App or PayPal. The links are in the description box. And then comment that you've paid and what your question is in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Hello to everyone waking up and joining. Yes, and those who were already awake and haven't gone to sleep. Lizzo doing the thing. It's so sweet. I just saw Eve. I think it was on the talk. I just saw a clip on here because I don't watch TV. Like I just watch the internet. But and she was just talking about how she went to Lizzo's concert and how she hasn't been to such a good concert in years, and how touching it was, like going to church, and just how positive it is, and how much that Lizzo gives back to everybody. And we know, if you follow Lizzo, she had a time right before her amazing, iconic BET performance where she was saying that she was feeling depressed and she knew that she was going to be okay, but she was feeling alone and like she couldn't talk about it without bringing others down. And so she was being very transparent and was able to open up so that we could send her love back, and then came and delivered amazing performances. And Eve, rapper Eve back in the day, amazing, doesn't look like she has changed or aged a day either. Which aging is beautiful as well, but she just is just still herself. Like I'm like, you look exactly how you did when I was a kid. Like you're in your same vibe doing your thing. But she's Scorpio over there, right? Regeneration. But she was saying how just really blessing up. And I love that. I love that she was so free with her praise of Lizzo and so open with her gratefulness for what she did, and so encouraging. And she was just saying, everyone send Lizzo love, bless her because she gives so much. And when you give to others, sometimes when you're the one who's entertainment and on the screen and stuff, you don't always get that back, or you're not processing enough to receive back and fill your own cup. And I thought that was just so beautiful. Yes, Eve. All right, the original Eve. Yeah, so I love seeing that. I love seeing people support each other, bless each other up, and appreciate each other and each other's gifts. And I love it because the next lady on there was like, yes, the world loves Lizzo. And I was like, that's so beautiful. So yeah, stay true to yourself, everybody. Listen to some Lizzo, stream up. Yes. Let's see what we have for the general. For those who are chatting with us or have liked the video, offerings. This is a doorway. We have different doorways that are coming to us. Definitely put offerings out for your ancestors or whatever you do with your spiritual work. It says, abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. Perfect. What we're just talking. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. share more than expected, and see love come around. That's so beautiful. So put it out there. Put it out there and fill it in your Zen space with it. And just be at peace with yourself that you're a giver, that you're a lover, that you care more. And just know that that is wealth, that is love. It's what the world needs, and it will come back around to you. Yes, yes. Aw, I don't know. Someone needs to hear all this. I'm feeling all choked up. It's okay. We water signs in here. Right? I'm putting on some rose essential oil. Put it on my heart space. That feels nice. Rose is so powerful, so healing, very high vibrational. I really recommend use rose water, rose essential oil. Yes. So sweet. And remembering the power of the love that we give out to others. Sometimes we don't give because we don't think that it's worth anything. And that's real talk. Sometimes people don't give back to us because they haven't been taught that their love is worth anything. Think about that. That's sad. You know, that's heartbreaking. So sometimes we're so frustrated when people can't give to us, but we don't know what their internal processes are, what, you know, they're trying to find their own worth and realize that it's worth something, that they even care about someone and believe that, you know. And so by us giving and continuing to love, people can understand that and start seeing that in themselves. Yes. Rose perfume. This is rose essential oil. The label is rubbing off, but it's like an actual essential oil. The one I'm using is from Oakland Gardens. This was given to me. It looks like it says myseeds.co. Let me see if that website's still working. Yeah. Mountain Rose Herbs is really good, and they give back into like indigenous communities and all over the place. Yes, I spray rose water on Ancient Cosmetics. Here, Ancient Cosmetics has rose water that is my absolute favorite. It's the best quality that I've used. They're a Black owned company and a family, support small business and all that. And I spray that on myself and Baby Magic. I keep it in the fridge. They sent me a sample and I need to order more from them. Let's see, and Mountain Rose Herbs, as far as I have researched and what I see them giving back in communities too, it's pretty good. Their products are good for essential oils as well. Let me look at this one that they said. It depends. I mean, all perfumes, I wouldn't say blanket statement are bad, but a lot of them are filled with crap. And they're just like a lot of alcohol and synthetic smells and all this. Okay, yeah, myseeds.co. This is probably really good because a Virgo moon gave me this essential oil, and this is where they ordered it from. But this is the one that I'm wearing. Where's the essential oil? Let's see, rose oil. I'll see if they still have it on here. If you're wanting the exact one that I've been using. I have another tab open. It's a big bottle too. Okay. Yes, $10. So I'm going to copy and paste it and put in what I'm using. Okay. You're welcome. Okay, for $37. Any massage from the future spouse. Okay. I think you mean message. Thank you, 37. Star Power Blue's like, yes, please. Since we're talking about oils, will we be having any massages? See, typos can be a fun thing. I like the times like that. It's so funny because my friend meant to send something private to me and they accidentally put it on their story, and I was cracking up whenever they, like, I don't know why, I laughed so hard, and I'm like, I can tell they're trying to laugh with me, but they're kind of like, ha ha ha, it's old now. But it was a really funny situation, you guys. It was. And I was like, I know I'm being like the cousin or like the sibling that's still thinking something's funny, and you're like, I'm over it, it's not funny, like, I wish you would stop laughing when you laughed the first time. But it's so funny. And it was like, they're fine. They're like, no, I'm okay. It wasn't something that was like humiliating. But it was just like, you scammed yourself. It's so funny. So sometimes it can be funny when we do things like that. As long as the other person isn't, too embarrassed. If people are embarrassed, I get embarrassed for people even when they're not. I'm like, oh my God, I not in the like Libra Virgo way, but like in the way where I feel bad, like, someone tell them, they must not know. Okay. Okay, any message from 37's future spouse? Whoop. Okay, let's see. Things jumping off down here. We have the Page of Cups reversed. We have the Moon reversed. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Three of Pentacles reversed. Ooh, this is funny, y'all, because we have the Page of Wands reversed. We have the Emperor reversed. No, look at this. There's the it says no. Like, this is, every single card says no. So this person must be really spiritually protected, or they don't F with people coming into their energy field, because this is like, no. Go to voicemail, no messages, no email, unsend, don't want to tell you, ain't about it. Bye, Felicia. Like, no, this could be, definitely could be a Scorpio. There's a strong martial energy here. There's water and fire. They could have Scorpio and Aries in their chart, but it's like, like, honestly, it reminds me of myself when I really throw up my protection energy, like, ain't no one gonna read on me or do this, this, and that. They might think it, but they're getting some nebulous pretend story. They ain't coming and getting that real truth. You have Scorpio, Jupiter. Jupiter can show what we're interested in a partner. Yeah, this person is saying, I mean, if we pushed it, could we find out some tea? Probably, but this person is saying no like 7 different ways, so I'm gonna let it be. They're saying, no, ma'am. No, sir. No, everybody. Yes, someone told me he's spiritual. Makes sense. Yeah, because they're protected. They said, if you don't get out my business, all right, I ain't trying to get in trouble over here. They said all the sneaks, the Seven of Swords, anyone who thinks they're my soulmate, the Moon card, anyone who thinks they're intuitive and does divination, like, they're specific. They're very specific, actually. They probably don't even have someone on social media. They're like, look, let me delete all these friends on my Facebook, thinking they can look at my page. They don't even have any friends on their social media because they don't want this person following me around. Seer of Wands. Like, ain't no one's business where I'm at. They're like, I just know where you're at because you're talking to me. Well, I'm gonna leave then. It's not your business. Boss, you don't need to know if I'm at work. Why are you so nosy? Like, they're just doing the most. So they said no. I guess that's the message. They're super private. That's actually really good to know, because I keep telling people on all of this spiritual stuff, Scorpio gang don't play. They don't play. And I keep telling people, when it comes to this, soulmates and twin flames, you need to leave people the F alone sometimes, because people, they ain't going to be your soulmate no more. You're going to chase them away, because certain people, you don't be messing in their spiritual energy like that. You don't be trying to psychologically control their life, and spiritually, they're not going to respond well to that. So anyone who does real spiritual work, real witching, real working, they're going to be smart enough. They should be smart enough to check in and see how would a person respond. Some people, they're like, ooh, yeah, witch me. They don't care. Spy on me. Yes. And some people are like, you do that and I will demolish our contracts for the next 3,000 lifetimes. Try me. Scorpio needs your space. You have to know your Scorpio. Some Scorpios are like, oh yeah, look, you spying. Ooh, I'm turned on. That's sexy. Then you must like me. Are you stalking me? You got to stalk me unless I won't know you love me unless you stalk me. And some Scorpios, you better not even think about them in your dream for half a second. Okay. You just pretend they don't exist. You didn't see nothing. And that's what Pisces know. We know how to read Scorpios like that and know when to pretend we didn't see the messages we saw and just keep it moving. Nothing to see here, folks. So really pay attention to that with your soul contract. If you do too many readings and stuff on this person, you're probably going to be getting answers that aren't accurate because they have strong boundaries and glamours, or you're going to piss them off. Okay. You're going to piss them off, because they like to be in control of their life and they like to be in control of their energy. And unless they give you a handwritten document that says, yes, you may, between the hours of 3:03 and 3:05 p.m., ask my spirit a question, they're going to treat you like an enemy trying to break into their house. Okay. Water family. Yes, yes. Still one of my favorite memes. I mentioned this the other day on the live that I made was that one where Frodo is like, oh, keep your secrets with that smile. And I made it about when Pisces sees things about Scorpio that Scorpio doesn't want us to see. Then we're just like, we pretend that we don't know. And we're just like, okay, keep your secrets. Because we got to let Scorpio have that sense that they have their privacy. That's so funny. I didn't see that coming. I felt it just as I was going to pull the cards. I was like, oh, they're about to say no. But that was like the most complete no, like return to sender answer. See, I read true. I won't BS y'all. I will not be like, oh, this soulmate's coming in when they're like, if you don't leave me alone, I'm in bed, okay? I'm in bed. I'm asleep. Leave me alone. I will tell you the truth. Scorpios see everything. Yes, I think Scorpios and Pisces are like that for each other. If we know that we're getting in too deep and that the other person ain't ready, we'll just both pretend, okay, not in like a bad way, but that's the thing. Other signs, like for instance, if Pisces is dating a Sagittarius or an Aries, and we do that where we realize that we're seeing more of your soul than is necessary, and we pretend that we don't see it to give you space and to just hold you in compassion, fire signs will take advantage and act like, oh, well, you're stupid, you don't know what's going on. Pisces, Scorpios, most Scorpios know better unless they have a lot of fire or air in their chart, and they understand, oh no, Pisces sees everything, but they're going along with it and not reading me the filth. They're allowing, it's through love and compassion that we're allowing each other to just exist and flow. So I like that because Scorpio understands that Pisces are very hip to the jive, and Pisces are very strong and very aware of what's going on, and not at all pushovers, but that we choose to let people have their space. Because if we were constantly reading someone every second we're with them, we have to go give in to the rosy glasses. We have to let things be a bit more nebulous, because otherwise it's just too real. Like, you can't just read someone's to filth all the time, you know? So other signs don't understand that, and they'll talk shit. And sometimes even Scorpios that have like Leo moons, especially Scorpios with Leo moons, they'll be like, like I could mind fuck this Pisces. They didn't know what was going on. I'm like, if you're Leo, don't stop talking. If you don't get into your Scorpio and understand what was going on. Yes. I think that's because I was desperate to get married, and that definitely bothering them. Yes, they have that feeling like, don't rush me. I'll come and find you. Don't bother me about it. Don't have other people in our business, okay? Good morning, Matthew's in the house. Hey, hey. Gold star for coming up on the chat. Yes. Hey, everyone. We're still taking questions. Absolutely. You had a crazy dream. I believe it. Cancer season has some crazy dreams. Keep Scorpio Facebook messages blocked so I don't see them. Right? Don't even pay attention to the stuff Scorpio tells you themselves, because they're probably going to try to take it back later. They're going to be like, oh, you know this about me, so now I have to cut you off. What? I don't know anything. Never read it. Oh, it's so true. Yes, if you guys want a reading, send in $8 to Cash App or PayPal, links in the description box. Yes, and then comment that you paid and drop it in the chat. Yes, please hit the like. If you're just stopping through, good morning, good morning. I hope you have a wonderful week and day. All right. For those who have commented in chats, my sweet witchy husband. I love it. So look, you're gonna be hella protected once you're within that realm, right? Can nobody tell you nothing. Again, with water signs, it's like, how are you going to meet Prince Charming? They're going to break in your house sometimes? Yeah? No. That's what it is, loving a Scorpio. Slowly waiting until you're let in through all the gates and the moats and the bridges. But then when you're a Pisces like me, I tend to just pop up, boom, suddenly in Scorpio's house. Like, how did you get here? Like that old song. Who was that? Was that Vanessa Williams back in the day? How did you get here? Nobody's supposed to be here. She just all of a sudden you're in their heart. She's a Pisces though, so that's why she understands. I think she might. Does she have a Scorpio moon? I can't remember. Thank you. So happy to have my star. Yes, send you payment. I gotta know what this dream meant. I was at this church and I was doing magic, and they were like trying to end me, and then I escaped. Yes, like a true Joanne the Scammer move. Enter that gift from Joanne the Scammer when she's running out the house by the pool and flips over the wall. Yes. Okay. Yes. Whoever needed a question answered that has liked the video or talked in chat, the answer is yes. Kiss the ground, touch the sky. Your soul is set now to leap and to fly. Yes, yes, y'all. And we don't stop to the beat, y'all. And we don't stop. Yes, yes. Music will be important today. Indulge in some arts. Okay, for Natalie Hughes. Let's see. What did this dream mean? What did this dream mean? Okay, they're wanting to come out one by one, so we're going to let them do it that way. Okay. All right, so we're going here. We have the Seven of Wands, respected and protected, as we say on this channel, Divine Rebels. Okay. Ten of Swords. Again, people trying to betray and come in on some BS and end Osiris, but the baddest witch of all time, Isis back here is like, oh yeah, claps hands, throws up magic. We're about to put this to get together. Now he's an even bigger god. All right, messing around. We have the Four of Pentacles reversed. We have the Hierophant, and we have the Star card. So this could be coming from multiple areas, feeling like the defenses were down or people trying to catch you defenses down. The Hierophant could be family connections, and the Star card could be through friend circles, or this could be business related through the internet. Let's see. Also, we have the Emperor up here. Spirit says, throw it down. Be the boss of your energy. We have the Death card reverse. And look, it's someone being burned, right? So this could be repeating some past life themes, or just that energy here is not happening. But there definitely are people who are trying to send some energies because of the witching, because of the spiritual path that you have taken. I couldn't sleep. I tossed and turned all night. Slept all day Sunday. Oh, yes, yes. So this is a lot of energy. The first card down, they're letting you know from the jump, you are protected. You're handling your shit. Seven of Wands beats all competition that comes at it, period. Okay. You might feel it sometimes and get exhausted, right? Osiris did feel this process, but at the end, no, level up, level up, level up. You have backup spiritually. You have people around you that support you, bless you up. You might have people that magically even protect you and send blessings your way that you're not even aware of. The Four of Pentacles reversed, though, it's like people trying to crack the safe, people trying to come in and get in where they fit in, and they could be doing it through traditional means, like praying on, like praying on someone, praying for them, praying on them. Yes, because I mean, think of that. Anytime someone's like, oh, I pray that you initiate into my beliefs, or you burn alive, like in hell, like things like that, like that's cursing. That's not blessing someone, that's cursing them. And things like that can be just as strong as throwing a curse or a Molotov cocktail at somebody. And people don't think of that way. They try to make it all nice with their traditions while they're drinking blood and eating the body, right? Different traditions that are very established religions. So it could be coming from those ways where people are pretending to do something nice, but they really are having negative intentions and wanting to end your way of your lifestyle, your way of being, but while pretending that it's a blessing. And so this is the way, like on the astral realm, things like that, you are starting to see more and more and more of what's going on in your energy field, because your ancestors, your spirit guides here are saying, we want you to be aware. We're not going to have you out here unaware of what's going on. Yes, your protections are working. Yes. Yes, yes. And so they are bringing everything to light for you. So you can see you're ready to handle it. You're ready to be in control of things. They're saying you got it handled. Okay. Bow down. It's your energy field. You're the boss of your life. But yes, with the Death card reverse, it's very good that you have your protections up, because it's been pretty serious. There's been some pretty serious stuff sent your way in different in a lot of different ways. So it's good to keep that good vibe up. Stay in your good energy. Keep your crown chakra very strong. Keep magically protecting yourself, doing your spiritual baths, things of that nature. Here, I'm feeling like that spiritual bath is helping get away a lot of negativity and stuff that people are sending you. Keep putting out your good medicine and your good vibe, and you will get past that energy. But yes, usually when we're first growing past people who spiritually, religiously don't believe in what we're doing, it can be very tough for a while. And then once you get out of that, it's like that molasses or like that quicksand. Once you get out and it's like, and you jump out of that, it's kind of airlocked, behind you. Sometimes there might still be issues, but it helps, once you have some distance from it. And look, I grew up extremely repressed religion when I was younger, and it is tough when you are very psychic and magical to break out of that energy. It's exhausting. It's like a battle, but once you get through, it gets so much easier. It really, really does, and you just level up in your energy, your power, and your control of your energy field. And so that's what's going to happen, and that's what that dream was about. I've handled my business. Yes. Amazing. Yes. Tired of the BS. I can see the snakes, right? Snakes in the grass. It's time to cut the lawn. Edward says her hands. Hey, I cut you off. No, you ain't gonna lie to my face no more. Okay, I try not to sing it, y'all. That's why I be sounding weird, because if you sing even a little bit now, YouTube picks it up and it'll be like, was there copyright material in your video on the so you have to watch out, because I've been watching even the big YouTubers, and they'll be like, oh man, I got demonetized for that little tiny snippet I barely sung in the last video. But hey, you know what? Sometimes the Kikis, they don't have to be monetized. But yes, so you handling it. Keep handling it. Definitely. Yes, I felt so powerful. The dream ended. My witchy mama came to kill the whole family, but I left with her and we burned the church down. Oh my goodness. You're welcome. You're welcome. Sometimes our dreams are pretty straightforward. They're just like, no, this is really what's going on. This is really what's happening. It was so dramatic, Pisces, right? Especially with some Scorpio and Aries thrown in. Okay. Yes, yes. Again, we're having a lot of reminders today with the readings coming through, why it's important to put some respect on what we are wishing and magicking and praying onto other people's lives. Because sometimes what is, a want, a desire that we're convincing ourselves is the way that they have to be, is damaging and even violent to somebody else's spiritual path in their life. And that's what I'm saying. That's why I be with this, the way people are reprogramming everyone with this twin flame stuff. Not to say we don't have soul connections, but why I don't vibe with just that phrase of the twin flames is because a lot of times when I tune in psychically, it has people in very low vibrational places, like the karmic, the negative karmic, like super low vibe. And it didn't used to be like that. And it's kind of programming people to be very spiritually abusive of others, that you're only half of a soul, to reduce the other person to nothing, to degrade everybody else that they date or love or are in contact with, to trample over their life, to constantly obsess in a negative way. And I mean, we get caught up sometimes obsessing and daydreaming, but really in like a negative way, to reduce them to deserving the worst punishment and worst life ever unless they come and be with us. It's a very crazy, hectic energy that comes with that. So even if someone was your soulmate in a good way, and one of your greater soulmates is how I would phrase it, what I see psychically, you can really mess some stuff up following all of those people who are just out there for money. That's why they made a twin flame account, because it was popping, right? It's paying right now. So I just really caution people with that, because you could have a very loving relationship that's meant to work out. But of course, if someone was spiritually abusing me like that, oh no, I'm gonna be reversing that back to you, and I will never be with you. You throwing that shit. Like, that's so abusive. It's psychologically messed up. It's, that's hateful. That's not love. So, just a little word from this side of things. And I know sometimes we get carried away. I'm not talking about, when we infatuated, when we brokenhearted or something, we get carried. It's still important that we keep ourselves in check sometimes, I'm not talking about that, but it's a lot purer just to be like, I'm gonna do a love spell on you, bam, there, I want to be with you. That's why I'm sending it out, than to constantly, kind of break someone down the way you would in an abusive relationship, but you're doing it spiritually. That's different. Yes, love only. Thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. I'm really like, whoa, if someone came to me talking about you're my twin flame, excuse me, I would run away. Let me tell you. Always for the people's highest good. Yes. Yes. Cause literally, even on like some pick-up cards that I've done, that were literally like, this person wants space. They don't feel like you respect them spiritually. They don't feel like you're letting them be their own free person and make their own choice, but they love you, but they just don't feel that. And they need that dynamic. People were going off like, oh no, they're going to do this. They're going to do. And I was just like, whoa, like, did you listen to anything that reading just said? You're disrespecting their spirit so hard. They're literally saying that they want to love you, but that you're being, spiritually, mentally, emotionally abusive to them, and they need to be heard. So, and that's one of the reasons, again, that I will tell the tough stuff, not because I naturally will just like confrontation or anything, but because if we don't talk about those things, then we can't have that pure, nebulous, wonderful love. So, hopeful romantics, we gotta check in with that and look at reality sometimes. Oh my God, that's why my last relationship ended. I felt so suffocated and like a watered down version of myself. It was so emotionally, mentally abusive. Yeah, we need tough love sometimes. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes. Yes. Yes, yes. I think, did someone just send in a payment or did that come in delayed? Okay, I sent in another. I want to know about JV, even though I was told to stop spending money. I won't again. Just wondered if JV is feeling this energy. Wink, wink. Can you give the light tea? Yes, let's see. I love this early morning crowd. Yes. And a lot of y'all have been coming on all different times. It's such a good vibe. I appreciate y'all so much. Yes. Okay. Is JV feeling the energy? Is JV feeling this energy for Natalie? Is JV feeling this energy? Okay, we have the Knight of Cups. All right, Pisces feeling the energy. We have the Seven of Swords. We have the Ten of Cups reversed. We have the Hierophant reversed. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the Judgment. We have the Four of Swords reversed. Okay. I do. I think they feel a vibe. It's almost like they just feel good. You know how sometimes we just feel good, but we don't know that it's like another person sending us energy or something going on. Or we don't know it's because our spirit's tapping into someone else's. So they have it and it kind of sneaks up on them. I feel like if they logically think about it, they don't feel like the connection is moving forward. You said I take it back. Yes, we got to be careful. Sometimes we're like, I didn't mean to send you all my good juju. I need some of that back. Yeah, if they actually think about it, they try not to think about it. They try not to think about the connection. But if they're actually thinking about it, then they feel like, oh, it's not gonna work. It didn't sync up. Everything hit the fan, but in a way where it just like dissolved. Like it just didn't sync up for that long-term, stable, happy ending commitment kind of thing. They see you as very happy, doing your own thing, very content, at peace with yourself. Water and earth energy I'm seeing here, so that pops. Even gonna have a little pet or something, protected with the dream catcher over here. No nightmares, doing good, thriving. We got the rose, beautiful, the butterfly, metamorphosis. So they're seeing you in a very good way. They know that things don't work in the physical or even in the spiritual if you guys are too involved. The Judgment card up here, I feel like they have been having a lot of even their own spirit crew really correcting them, getting on their ass, making sure that they are working out karma, understanding their mistakes, things of that nature. Even though they don't like to think about it a lot, like their spirit's kind of going through it and being taken through what they needed to learn. And so they're starting to hear that and pay attention to that a bit. Their own ancestors might be on them. The Four of Swords reverse. So mostly I think they feel it when they're very, very exhausted, and when you're so exhausted and you just go straight up into like the astral or the dream world, things of that nature. They're quite busy a lot of times, yeah, and they distract kind of, yeah, they just don't try to logically think about it, but their spirit kind of drifts there. But they do, they feel that flow, they feel that connection. I didn't mean to bless his ass up, shaking my head. Yes. It did. It did. It's hard as Pisces because we have such huge energy fields. We really, really do. And so we have to make sure, because sometimes people be trying to feed off that, or we naturally just give someone, bam, there's a whole 10 years worth of good juju, create yourself as you will. And then we're like, man, why am I tired? I had to nap all day, every day this week. Yes. Very sweet. Okay, I'll take it. I was just feeling a little wink wink. Shaking my head. You're welcome. Yes, yes. We're still taking readings, y'all. You can go ahead and send in $8. The Cash App or PayPal in the description box. What do you need to know? I'm a Pisces and I've been around energy vampires. Is dangerous, right? It really, really is. It really is. And you know what? I've also learned too, is us Pisces, if we don't have good boundaries, we can even kind of teach people that it's okay to do so, right? Because we naturally will put others first. We usually will let others have the spotlight and feed in. And if we're not careful, before we know it, we've accidentally taught everyone in the family or in the friend group that it's okay to utilize us like that. So it can be a tough thing. Yes. I've noticed that too. Sometimes we don't even realize you think about it and we're still caring about someone that we stopped being friends with in middle school. And we're like, dang, I have a whole bunch of energy connected to that. No wonder I'm drained. They still have an extension cord. Not that they even asked to be plugged in. But yes, that's why it's good to pay attention to our energy fields. Because just in general, for, anytime we really care about each other, and the more intimate that we have been with a person, or the more emotional or spiritual the connection has been, we really do tend to leave pieces of our energy around, because we're not really taught that a lot nowadays. And that's when it can also make the other person, like you said, feel suffocated and feel uncomfortable, because they have pieces of our spirit and energy left with them, and we have spirit part of theirs, and that's why we can't get over certain situations sometimes, or why we feel frustrated around certain people. I've seen that a lot, actually, where people are like, this person has resentment towards me, or this ex. Sometimes it's because you still have part of their energy and they still have part of yours in a way that they shouldn't. So doing soul retrievals, cutting cords is very important. Still calling my energy back, shaking my head off. Yep. Or shaking my head off. Why did I say shaking my head off? You just tired shaking your head. Okay. Well, I'm not even a Pisces and I feel that deep. Yes. I know. I'm working on strengthening my root chakra. I feel like it's my weakest point. Grounding. Insert forbidden joke. Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh. That's probably why I said it. I notice for me, if I get energy work, Reiki, as a Pisces, I have them go to the bottom of your feet. A lot of times they focus on the crown chakra, which is good. Have them connect your root chakra to the earth star chakra, the energy that's in the earth, and pull down your energy there. It will feel so good. You'll have so much stress come out of your feet, and it really helps to ground and kind of pull you back in, especially because we really project out when we're getting body work done and healing work. We're all over the place, right? Our spirits. So that's a really good thing if you have a lot of Pisces or water in your chart. Try that. Carrying garnet in the shape of a sphere. I don't know, it's like a sphere that has, it's not even a hexagon, it has more little sides than that. I need to find it. Where is that at? But that really represents like earth star energy for me. But garnet helps me really ground. Put that down between my feet if I'm like laying down and do a little grid. Can really help. Probably why Pisces rule the sea. The universe is like, we have to give Pisces something to touch down. Okay, we gotta touch the tarmac sometimes. You're welcome. Yes, even things like doing a lot of feet washing and scrubbing. Look, didn't Jesus do that all the time with he had Pisces energy? Some say he was a Pisces with Aquarius moon. Some say he's Aquarius with Pisces moon. I could see him being an Aquarius with Pisces moon, actually, because all of that going into the temple, throwing over tables, getting mad, trying to whip people for that's very Aquarian. That's very anarchist, right? But then that all that psychic stuff too. Yes, yes. Yep. Right? I'm like, he radical. He be out there on Venice Beach talking crap about the establishment. Don't play. He would not like the churches nowadays over here scamming people. Are you kidding me? He back talked his own mom when she thought she was better than everyone in line. He couldn't stand people hurting children, so that people think that they're over here amassing wealth and abusing children, trafficking children in their churches and shit while getting all rich in the Vatican and gold. Oh no. He would have them lined up. Right? Jesus is definitely hashtag no kids in cages. That's for sure. Let's talk about it. People don't want to be about it. What did he do? He did necromancy. He walked on water. He did mad metaphysics and magic and all that. He knew a lot of, he went to Africa and Egypt when he was younger, knew a lot of the hidden mysteries. He knew a lot of stuff from Mary Magdalene, from his mom, right? Just because some old white guys in Europe cut out part of the books that took down the information don't mean it ain't right. All right, just because they chose politically what they wanted to add into it. Let's talk about it, okay? Yes, yes. So, and he said, greater things than these will you do if you really believe in me. Right? They had doubt. So he said, use my name as an incantation, basically. Use my name. Because why? What do we talk about? Pisces energy field. My energy field's big. You can't do it yourself. Use me to bless yourself up. Use me to bless others because I got my shit popping. So he said, greater things than these will you do. Why aren't Christians out here doing all these miracles? I ain't seen anyone necromancy. Where is it happening? I don't see anyone blessing up, multiplying food and turning all this water into drink, okay? Where's it at? He was hella real. He said, when I come back, everybody that says that they live, are for me, I'm going to be disappointed. I'm going to go into the streets, the highways, the byways, and find people who really rock with me. He already prophesied it. I'm going to be so disappointed with y'all. I'm going to go and look for all the homeless people, everyone working the corners, and right, all the dope boys, everyone doing the sex work, and that's who I'm going to chill with. He already said that. If you really read the Bible, I grew up reading it in Greek, Aramaic, Hebrew, the whole thing. People don't know that about me, and I come up on them when they try all this stuff. All that anti-gay stuff in the New Testament. Okay, if you believe in Jesus, he said, away with all the bullshit of the Old Testament, we doing this new. And then Saul is the one who said all the anti-gay stuff in the New Testament, but they're epistles, they're letters between the apostles, right? Which means they're going back and forth about their opinion of things. And Saul didn't even know Jesus, and he was like genociding the Christians. So we're just going to let this dude take over and then go on spouts about how he really suggests that Peter don't allow gay people in the church. And if you read it as an entire letter, at the end he says, I can't tell you this is the way you have to do things, only that this is how I strongly feel about it. And Peter was always like, this dude here, like, Peter, he never knew how to really stand up to a lot of shit. So he would kind of just be like, I don't really think so. I don't like how you running things over there, but I guess that's your church. Like, I'm running shit over here. You really have to know how to read things and look at, not y'all, but just in general, right? Interesting. So don't let people browbeat you about that. If you really use religion correctly, it should break you open into spirituality. That's the whole point of it. It's just to give you a little structure to break into spiritual concepts and to remember what we should really be doing. Okay, let's see. You got to scrub your feet because you've been cleaning the hell out of your feet to get the energy off. Yes, for sure. Totally. Was raised Christian, but as you got older, I was like, yeah, shit ain't lining up. All right. Jesus knew the church was full of fakes. Okay. He wasn't playing. That wasn't exclusive to the Jews in the temple. That was anybody on that bullshit. Yes. Peter. Yes, I do. I was raised deep in the church, but when I was like 8 or 10, they brought a guest pastor and he was talking about gay people being wrong. And I was like, nah, people think religion and spirituality is synonymous, but it's so not. That's right. That's right. Yes, yes. Ooh, what's popping off? I think this is a general card for us. Let's see. What? Look, I would crack up if it was the devil. No. Look, people would fall out. That's ghost watching. They would fall out. Okay, the Lovers. Oh, it's froze. Can you guys see it? I think it's froze. Why is it frozen? I'm refreshing on the computer, but I think my camera froze. Battery is running. How is it running low? It's plugged in. Technology is so picky, y'all. I'm like, look, there we go. You can hear me, but it's frozen. Mercury retrograde, right? I don't want to have to restart it. I'm still taking payments for readings. You can send $8 in. Okay, I might have to start another one because I don't know. Let me try something. Sometimes if I just click out and come back, it'll be like reconnect. All right, I might have to end this